Why Iran is almost impossible to defeat. If the world's most powerful militaries can fight wars almost anywhere on Earth, why has no one launched a full-scale invasion of Iran? Countries like the United States and Israel have carried out military operations across the Middle East for decades. But when it comes to Iran, the situation is different. Despite years of tensions, threats, and sanctions, a direct invasion has never happened. And the reason isn't just politics. It's geography, strategy, hidden military infrastructure, and a network of allies spread across the region. To understand why Iran is considered one of the hardest countries to defeat, we need to start with its geography. A natural fortress. Iran is not an easy country to invade. Much of the nation is surrounded by massive mountain ranges and harsh terrain. Two of the most important are the Zagros Mountains in the west and the Alborz Mountains in the north. These mountains act like a natural defensive wall. For any invading army, moving large numbers of troops, tanks, and equipment through these areas would be extremely difficult. History has shown that mountainous countries are often the hardest to conquer. Even modern armies struggle when terrain limits mobility, and Iran has thousands of kilometers of it. But geography is only the beginning, because beneath those mountains, something even more complicated exists. Underground missile cities. Over the last few decades, Iran has built an extensive network of underground military bases. Some of these facilities are carved deep inside mountains. These bases are often described as missile cities. Inside these tunnels are storage facilities, command centers, and launch systems designed to protect missiles from airstrikes. In some cases, the infrastructure is believed to be hundreds of meters underground. That depth makes them extremely difficult to destroy, even with advanced bunker-busting weapons. If a conflict ever begins, many of Iran's missile systems could be launched directly from these hidden tunnels, which means destroying them quickly would be incredibly challenging. But Iran's strategy doesn't rely only on defenses inside its borders. It also relies on influence far beyond them. The proxy network. One of Iran's most important strategic tools is its network of regional allies and militant groups. Organizations like Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza are often discussed in connection with Iran's regional influence. There are also groups such as Kataib Hezbollah in Iraq and the Houthis in Yemen. Analysts often describe this network as a form of strategic depth. In other words, if Iran were attacked directly, the conflict might not remain limited to Iranian territory. Instead, it could expand across multiple countries in the region. Missile attacks, drone strikes, and naval disruptions could occur in different areas at the same time. This possibility makes any potential war far more unpredictable and much larger. The missile and drone arsenal. Another major factor is Iran's growing missile and drone capabilities. Over the years, Iran has invested heavily in developing ballistic missiles and unmanned aerial vehicles. Some Iranian missiles are believed to have ranges reaching thousands of kilometers. That means they could potentially reach military bases and strategic targets across much of the Middle East. At the same time, Iran has developed a wide variety of drones used for surveillance and attack missions. In modern warfare, drones are becoming one of the most important tools on the battlefield. They are cheaper than traditional aircraft and much harder to defend against in large numbers. This gives Iran the ability to threaten targets without relying entirely on conventional air power.